West, you're the dealer. You have a very normal one heart opening, right? North, you have a very standard takeout double. Seem like people are a little afraid to bid here, but you have the right shape. You have an opening hand, and you have the right shape for a takeout double, right? You only have a doubleton heart. You've got support for the other suits. You do have 4 cards in the other major, which we always like on your takeout double, right? 4 cards in the unbid major, as part of a kind of an ideal takeout double. So the first decision is going to be East, really. Now, East, you're going to want to go to game somewhere, right? Because partner opened the bidding, and you have an opening hand. So the question is, East, do you know what the best game is? Now, at this stage, you have no idea, right? I mean, you've got long diamonds. Now, I think a couple people wanted to do this. You can't do that. I mean, you can, but you shouldn't. Do we remember what 2 diamonds shows here? We talked about this extensively, but you may have forgotten it.
Obviously.
Okay.
Just give us a hint.
Did everybody bid 2 diamonds?
All right. Well, so 2 diamonds is natural, right? And 2 clubs would have been natural, right? But what does this show strength-wise? How many points does a 2 diamond bid show?
I see.
Does anybody remember?
Well, it's point 11.
Less than invitational.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, this is one of those weird. So remember, 2 over 1 is completely off after a takeout double. There's no such thing as 2 over 1 over a takeout double. All right, and now this is different. This is where new suit at 1 level is different from new suit at 2 level. A new suit at the 2 level, and non-jump. I mean, jumps would still be preemptive. All right, but so this usually comes up with 2 of a minor. So 2 clubs or 2 diamonds is natural and non-forcing, and it is less than invitational. In other words, it's less than 10 points. It's usually 5, often is ideally a 6-card minor. It's partner. I just really want to play here unless you have a significantly better than minimum hand.
That's because the renewal promises that.
Okay, so we don't want to do that because your hand's too good to make a non-forcing bid. So as much as you want to show your diamonds, on this hand you have to start with redouble, right? You've got to tell partner that you've got 10 or more. Wow. All right, so partner of the takeout doubler, your hand really stinks. You don't want to bid, but you should bid. Why? Because your partner made a takeout double and you have to show your preference. And remember that when there has been a redouble on your right, you don't just want to pass unless you have no preference, right? You need to pick from among the unbid suits. Don't pick hearts. I know you have 4 of them. Don't pick hearts because that's your left-hand opponent's suit. So what do you want to bid here? 2 clubs. You have shown no values. You could have 0 points, but you are showing the longest of the unbid suits that your partner actually has support for, right? So keep that in mind. Okay. Don't look at that 2 clubs and think, "Ooh, partner made a free bid. Partner likes her hand." No, partner does not like her hand. The auction's already told us partner can't have much. We're talking to the takeout doubler here, right? Don't punish your partner. All they are doing is taking a preference. Okay, so after the 2 club preference, West, what should you do? Should you do anything? West, are you interested in penalizing clubs? Does your hand look like a penalty double of clubs?
No.
No. Okay, so keep that in mind. Remember, redouble sets up subsequent doubles as penalty. But you don't want to penalize clubs. Do you have a second suit to bid?
No.
No, not really. Is partner guaranteed another call?
Yes.
Okay, so you just pass. This is how you say, partner, I have a minimum hand. I do not have a 6th heart. If you had a 6th heart, you would probably go ahead and bid 2 hearts so the partner knew you had 6. If you don't have a 6th heart, you don't have a second suit, you're not interested in penalizing clubs, the best thing you can do is pass. And this will suggest to partner that you probably have a balanced minimum and that your partner is going to need to kind of take charge of this auction, probably. Okay, Now take out doubler, we don't want you bidding again because your partner's broke. You're as high as you want to be. All right. Well, East, guess what? You're certainly not letting this go. East, are you interested in penalizing clubs? No, you just said King Doubleton. I don't think you're interested in penalizing clubs. All right, what you want to do now, though, is introduce your suit. Because you redoubled and then bid your diamonds, you have shown a better hand with diamond length. This is absolutely a one-round force. Remember, off a redouble, we're not 100% forced to game, but we are forced at least for a round. So now, West, who opened one heart and then passed, now you do have to say something, because your partner can still have a game forcing in, and it does. Okay, so what are you going to do with two diamonds?
You hate to say two no trump, but you can't.
So, you could, two no trump would work out okay. Are you positive that you want to bid two no trump with Jack third of clubs?
Well, hell no, but what else are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, kind of iffy on the club stopper there. Can you raise diamonds? You'd probably like to have a third diamond, right?
Yeah.
Partner has at least 5. Can anybody think of anything else?
The impossible space.
Denise wants to say it. I think it was about to come out of her mouth.
Well, I'm gonna stay quiet now.
Well, remember, you can't pass, so you can't stay quiet. How about a punt? Did anybody think of this? How about a cubit?
Wow.
That would keep the auction going and express some uncertainty. And here might work as sort of a Western Q sort of thing. Maybe if you do this, maybe partner can bid 3-no. And that's what we want to happen. Now, you may not love 3-no with King Doubleton.
Asking for a stopper when you do that?
Yeah, if West had a club stopper that they felt really good about, they would just bid 2-no, right? So 3 clubs is probably, partner, why don't you bid it from your side if you have a stopper? Maybe you have a partial stopper. Jack third would qualify as a partial stopper. That could be a reason to do this. It's, you got to come up with something, right? If partner retreats to 3 diamonds, if partner does not have a club stopper and they just rebid their diamonds, at that stage you're allowed to pass. And now you don't have to be in game. But I think East should bid 3-no. Yeah, you're probably getting a club lead. Your stopper's going to get knocked out pretty quickly. But the good news on this hand is actually you've got a lot of information on how to play the hand, right? Because you know most of the missing high cards are with North. Can you see how this hand's going to play in 3-no? I mean, imagine a club out and a club back knocking out your king of clubs. What do you do? Well, you cross over to dummy, probably with the king of spades would be the best bet. I mean, you could cross to the ace of hearts. I don't think I'd want to finesse the queen of hearts because that will give up the lead on this hand. But after you win your king of clubs, cross to dummy and run the queen of diamonds. The king of diamonds rates to be with the takeout doubler. All your diamonds are going to come in. You can easily run off 9 tricks before you give up the lead. 3-no actually plays very comfortably here, even if you were a little worried about it. And even if you do give up the lead, the clubs probably aren't going to break badly, right? I mean, we have a takeout doubler has 3 or 4 clubs, and the weak hand may not even be able to get back in. So, but I would be running off my winners here before giving up the lead. But you're not getting to 3-no without your diamonds, right? So you're gonna have to take that diamond finesse. That's really the only finesse you need to work on this.